Hi guys, so here is the second video and we are going to answer question 2. If a recipe calls for 439 grams of garbanzo beans, because I found a Canadian recipe and apparently this is how they measure. This is for real. I have my favorite blog in case you're wanting to cook some vegan recipes. It doesn't taste like chicken is one of my favorite video or recipe bloggers. Anyway, so she's Canadian, so she measures in grams. So the question here is how many ounces is that? Because I'm in this country and that's how I measure. Okay, so what do I know? I am given this. This is what I know. And what do I want? I want ounces. So my conversion map means that I am going to be going from grams to ounces. And if I look up online, I know that for 1 gram, there is 0.0357274 ounces. So there's my conversion factor. And let's go ahead and calculate. So 439 grams. And I know that in 1 gram there is 0.035274 ounces. So my grams cancel, and I simply need to multiply those two numbers because remember that what this means is multiplying. And when I do that math, I get 15.485286 ounces. But I need to look at my sig figs, and I see that I have 1, 2, 3 sig figs here. This one, remember I don't count the zeros in the front because those are just placeholder zeros. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sig figs, although it doesn't matter because my answer needs to be rounded to 3 sig figs because that's the least significant place value. So 1, 2, 3, that's where I'm going to round. So I look at that 8, and that tells me that this recipe calls for 15.5 ounces of garbanzo beans. All right, so there's the answer to that one. Okay, so then it says, how many cups is that? So I am going to need to convert from ounces to cups. And I know that in 1 cup, there is exactly 8 ounces. And I say exactly because, by the way, this is exact. This one's defined. All right, so I'm going to take my answer, 15.5 ounces of garbanzo beans, and there are 8 ounces for every 1 cup, because remember, that's what I'm looking for. By the way, I kind of went a little fast there. So I want my answer in cups. So my ounces cancel, and I take 15.5. I'm going to divide it, because that's division, divide it by 8. And what I get is 1.9375 cups. For sig figs, we've got 1, 2, 3 sig figs. Remember, this is exact, so our answer has to be reported to 3 sig figs. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to round to this place, and I look at the 7, and that tells me it's 1.94 cups. And to be honest, I don't know about you, but when I cook, I am not going to measure 1.94 cups. I'm just going to measure 2 cups because that's how I cook. Just kind of throw it in there. All right, so there's the answers to question number 2. Stay tuned for question 3. That'll be coming shortly.